Good morning. Happy November 18th. My name is Kari Capone, and I'm the founder of The Spinning Hand. And it is 1 week till Thanksgiving, and it is just crazy over here. I mean, I'm a one-woman operation in New Jersey. I have lots of help from Jess, who's coming to us from Long Island, but around here, it's a little bit bananas. If you walk into my pantry, which I have a beautiful old apartment building, and I have a really nice walk-in pantry. There are no groceries, people, in this pantry. It is all yarn and kits stacked to the ceiling. So that's what it looks like around here. Um, but it's fun. I mean, honestly, I see we just have a text message going out saying that it's Kari and I'm live on Facebook. So here we are. Let's see who we have today. Hi, Jess. Yeah. Oh, on StreamYard, which is where I'm coming to you from. The balls of yarn show up green, so they're very cool. Yeah. So it's been a good week. It's been a really busy week. Both Jess and I are working basically every chance we get. Jess, you told me that last night you were waiting for your kids. They were in class and you were getting things done, I think, at a Dunkin' Donuts. So that's impressive. We are taking every opportunity to get all of these deals and specials ready for you. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that weekend is such a busy time for everyone. You might have family coming into town. You might be in charge of the Thanksgiving dinner. Here at the Capone household, my mama is coming to visit. My son and his girlfriend are going to be here. They'll be in from college, and it's going to be kind of quiet. Probably just the four of us, but we do have an open door policy. So any friends who want to come by, drop by for Thanksgiving, they are welcome to join us. Good morning, Kenneth. Good to see you. Hello from Texas, right? What's the weather like in Texas today, Kenneth? Here in New Jersey, oh my gosh, it's been really cold at night, and then it's broken today, and it's like beautiful. And you see, I'm drinking my iced coffee. Normally, it's been hot coffee, and I'm wearing like scarves inside because I just don't want all that. I don't want to turn the heat on too high these days. So like I was saying before, I live in an old apartment building, and I have window air conditioning units, and I have one in my bedroom. And it, again, it's an old building. It's actually an old air conditioning unit, but it was free, so the price is right. And it doesn't quite like seal off all the air in the window. So very classy style. I have like cloth stuffed in here and there. Anyway, I have a kid from the high school across the street coming over after high school, is out today and helping me take that air conditioning unit out of the window so that I can be like all sealed up for the winter. I could probably do it myself, but I'm afraid that I'll drop the unit out the window, and no one wants that because I'm on the third floor. So one of my New Year's resolutions for 2022 is to just have a classier setup, I guess, for my air conditioning. But hey, we make it work. So, oh, good. So it's nice and cool in Texas, high in the low 60s. And I think it's going to be about 65 today, which is balmy and warm in New Jersey. So I love that. And I love that we can connect from 3 different states, Jess, Kenneth, and I. Technology is magical. And I see that we have a few people here. If you're watching live, go ahead and comment. Tell me where you're from, where you're watching from, so we can say hi to you. So today, and of course I made a banner to keep me on track. Let's see. Awesome. Anna Maria from North Carolina. Hi. I don't know if we've ever met. Anna, Yes, you just bought a Christmas stocking kit, did you not? I think you did. I think we've been chatting on email, but let me know if I've got that right. Anyway, it's good to see you. Good to see you from North Carolina. Yes, yes, yes. So I think you opened it yesterday or 2 nights ago. Um, yeah, awesome. It's so nice to have you here. And what's the weather like in North Carolina? I have a friend who moved down there from, well, she was in New Jersey. Um, Danielle. Okay, so Danielle is also in Maplewood. She and I live in the same town, and we met in person yesterday at Starbucks, and she picked out some new yarn. Was it yesterday, Danielle? I think it was yesterday. And she says, I'm listening as I get my office and crafting room ready. Y'all, her office and crafting room is enviable. I've seen pictures. It's really beautiful. And she's getting ready for 2 new kittens, a boy and a girl. They are the cutest little kitty cats. Danielle, what everyone wants to know is, have you chosen names yet? That's the big decision, I know, for your brother and sister. They're brother and sister, right? Your new kittens. Oh, it's going to be 73 today. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. And Anna says, love the kit. Do you prefer Anna or Anna Maria? I want to get that right. So yeah. So today, the topic of the day is, what is your favorite kind of knitting? And the reason that Jess and I want to know is that we're preparing all the kits for 2022. I know it seems soon to do that, but at least in retail, January is around the corner. So we want to be ready to, to give you what you want, really. I mean, Jess and I have amazing ideas, and we could just like give you what we think is cool all day long. But every crafter has her own or his own type of knitting that they love. So within the world of knitting, right, then there are a bunch of different kinds of things that you can do. So when Danielle and I were together the other day, yesterday, she's working on a sweater in garter stitch. And it's the kind of, for most of us who are, relatively good at knitting, it's the kind of thing that you can just do. You can binge on Netflix. You can watch your favorite shows on Hulu. Let me see what I'm watching now. I'm watching 30 Rock, and I just watched Catherine, about Catherine the Great. That was a guilty pleasure. Anyway, it's something else that I've heard it called is potato chip knitting, where you can just do it mindlessly, and you can enjoy the show. You can be with other people. You could be with your family, with a friend, and just knit. Also good for knitting groups, you just like kind of mindless knitting. Oh yeah, Jess, like 30 Rock is, I don't know, I feel like it's held up, and it's the kind of show that I'm actually laughing out loud, and my neighbors probably think I'm crazy, but that's nothing new. And yeah. I don't know, just Alec Baldwin cracks me up. Everyone, and God, I love them all. Okay, so that is one kind of knitting. And so, what we're asking about today is like, what kind do you like for kits and for new, for new projects? What would make you go like, oh yeah, this is what I could do all day long? And so I thought, all right, so true confessions, Jess, I know that it's possible to share a graphic on the screen, right? And so Jess put together this beautiful graphic, which if you're on my email list, you'll see in our emails, with the different kinds of knitting that we want you to vote on. But I thought, well, we have video, so why don't we do some show and tell? So I pulled out a sweater that is in just basic knits and purls. And the reason that I love this yarn for it is because it's got this like hand dyed, all these different colors in it. So using just plain knits and purls lets the colors really sing. And this yarn is hand dyed by, those of you in the Fiber Club know, Mindy from Henley Handmade. So here's the knitted side. And this is her birthday cake colorway. And it's just like beautiful and rainbowy. So whenever I have something hand dyed, that kind of thing, I like to use plain knits and pearls. So that's one thing. Now, Canette, and I'm in your club, says that she loves stranded color work. Oh my gosh, it's just my favorite. Thank you, Jess. So you can find Mindy's yarn. She just released a new collection, the Heathered collection, at henleyahandmade.com. Okay, and she's in Oregon. So this is some stranded color work that I did, and it's used with a it's a vest, and it's back when I had before Kari Capone design, my handmade was also called the Spinning Hand, and so I have an old label here. So this is sort of a classic that I wear all the time in the fall. But I used 2 different gradients at a time, and then made this like color work vest. So you can see I've got like full moons or suns, and then zigzags, and then tulips, and then more here, and more here, and more here, and it gets darker and darker. So I love stranded color work also just for like thinner yarns, I think really work well with Fair Isle. So that's another category. So we've got kind of plain knits and pearls. We've got stranded color work. I think Liz and Jack would be great names for the kittens, by the way. Let me look at your other choices. Wesley and Buttercup, Frida and Diego, Johnny and June, and Tom and Rita. These are all solid choices. A third kind of knitting that we want you to vote on, if it's your favorite, is cables. And this hat, this cabled knitted hat, is from yarn from Cheryl of Hypnotic Yarn. And I think it's called Dark and Stormy Night. But Cheryl has a subscription yarn box, sort of like we do, but hers is hand dyed by herself. We more curate like different things. Oh, Canette, yes. She says knit and pearl for the kittens' names. Well, if I had 2 kittens, I would name them that. But Danielle, I don't know if you're that devoted to to the knitwear world, but that would be great. So Cheryl, you can find her beautiful colorways at Hypnotic Yarn. Shout out to Cheryl, who's killing it lately. I want to be like you when I grow up. So these cables, what I love about cabling is that it looks more complicated than it is. Once you have the basic, how to do a cable down, you just repeat and repeat, and it looks like people are amazed. It really does look magical, and it is. Let them think that it's magical. It is. So that's the hat. And then, Anna, I love Fair Isle too. And I love classical Fair Isle. Obviously, the tulip vest is not like, it was just sort of a through composed, like I did it as I went along. But I have this beautiful book of charts. And because I also love to color, I love like coloring the charts in on graph paper ahead of time, and then mixing different colors and playing with colored pencils. So it's my happy place. And then the 4th category that I wanted to show you today was lace. Now, I would say I do this the least. And so that's why my example today also has color work because I love color work so much. So this is my shallow Christmas shawl. I would never work on HSN, I don't think, because I'm not really good at demonstrating these things, but it has like a nice lacy edge. And you can get really complicated with lace. In my opinion, it's the least conducive for potato chip knitting, for being with friends. And I feel like I really have to concentrate. Occasionally, I'll find a lace pattern that I can just do, and it gets into my fingers, and I can do it, and I have it memorized. But at its most basic, when we're just talking about like yarn over and knit two togethers, I can handle that. So we want to hear from you. Go ahead and comment if you haven't already what your favorite is. And that's really going to help us shape what we design for the next quarter. So right now we're looking at January, February, March. We are upping the frequency of our subscription boxes to monthly in 2022. So in order to not be overwhelmed, Jess, we're going to go with the first quarter first, just for our sanity, and plan that out. Once we have January, February, March planned out, then we can think about the rest of the year. So that is that. Yes. All right. So let me just do a couple of housekeeping announcements. If you haven't visited already, the holiday shop is open, and you can just visit thespinninghand.com. We have so many cute things, and a lot of the kits especially are, once they're gone, they're gone. We're not going to restock them. And so I'm talking specifically about the Together Apart cowl, which Jess designed, and that uses Mirasol Nuna. And we have a couple of beautiful colorways that we haven't offered before and that we're not going to offer again. So again, once it's sold out, it's sold out. And then another kit that we have limited colorways, but I want you to be able to get before we discontinue, is also designed by Jess. And Jess, don't take this personally, this just coincidental. And that's the Aleem Shawlette. So if you're into lace, actually that pattern is perfect because it's good for what Jess would call an adventurous beginner. It's not super difficult, but it's like repetitive. So what else do we have as far as kits? I mean, we have the teeny weeny sweater kits. I just sold one to my wonderful customer Elma yesterday, and she chose the autumn colorway. So those are going to look so cute. And we have Christmas stocking kits. We have a few left, but again, I'm not going to restock those. So once they're gone, they're gone. But I will extend the same offer that I offered last week. So if you're watching this video, you want me to wind the yarn for the Christmas stocking, I will do that for you. Just tell me that you saw this video and I'll wind the yarn for you, whether you're watching us live or you watch the replay, because it is a lot of yarn. And so I want you to be able to dive into the Christmas stocking right away, maybe even start part of it. And then, you can give an IOU as a Christmas gift. So that's where we are. Thank you. Jess put the link to the holiday shop specifically in the notes. But then if you also just visit thespinninghand.com, the holiday shop will pop up and you can click shop now. And then our last announcement for today, Jess, unless I'm missing anything, is that you can still get early access to our Black Friday sale. So the way we're doing it this year is the first 100 orders will get a special deal, and then we turn it off. So you definitely want to be on this particular email list. Even if you're already on my email list, if you want to shop the Black Friday sale 12 hours before everyone else, then you're going to want this. You're going to want to get on this list. So to do that, just visit thespinninghand.com/Black Friday. And we are turning off that list on Monday, the 22nd. The 22nd. We're turning that off. So you have a few days left. And yeah, that way we want you to be able to get access to the yarn and the kits and the gifts that you want before anyone else. Oh, and there's something else. For those of you who have seen some of our other videos or who have been following us for a while, we have more fat bottom bags coming in tomorrow. So our inventory was dwindling, and the sisters at Fat Bottom Bags worked their tails off and sewed up these beautiful bags. So the new shipment is coming tomorrow. I'm going to take pictures, and those will be on the website just in time for Black Friday. And those will be included in the sale. So I think that's about it. It was so nice to see you virtually, Kanette and Anna and Danielle and Jess. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Sounds like the weather is pretty nice in all these states, and a good weekend. And thank you for joining me today. It's always more fun with friends. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.